Hi everyone. This week we are doing peer reviews of your work. I will have comments to you by Thursday at midnight. And in the meantime, your job is to help your teammates achieve excellence in their own work so that your team portfolio is also excellent. I have two new resources for you. One is called How to Review Your Teammates' Work under week 7 at the top of the page. And what you'll see here are the familiar items that you've been using all semester, with a third column that gives you examples of strengths and suggestions, strengths to identify and suggestions to make. And so I'm sort of interpreting the requirements from the point of view of someone who's doing a peer review. You've already used these materials to annotate source materials to find their value. In this case, in terms of peer review, you're using the same materials to look at strengths and to make suggestions, to base your suggestions on. So the best way to proceed is to take a look at the materials and that relate to the requirements you're committed to commenting on for your team. Look through those examples and then go ahead and make your comments. The other resource is a sample of how you might do peer review yourself. I've included several examples linked from the week 7 spot on Moodle, and when you come to that, you'll see examples of peer review annotations. I wanted to test to see if what I was asking you to do is reasonable, to do a thorough job on all 7 pages of each of your peers' work, to look at the letters of transmittal and the descriptions and the definitions, and then to apply your critical thinking, your annotation skills, to identifying their strengths and weaknesses. So I went through a sample text from a different course, or from a different section of this course, and made 32 notes. And so if you look at these examples, you should get some idea of how you might proceed in your annotations. It's really important to identify what you feel are strengths in terms of the requirements. Identify where you see the author seeking to achieve or to meet the requirements of the assignment. So identifying, for example, where the author has suggested the human impact of a problem and why the problem matters to a specific field is a good start. And then you might also add, if you see an opportunity, suggestions for how the author might expand on key points. Pointing out good examples when you feel like the illustrations that the author has included add value or clarity to the point that the author is making. It's obviously important to find repetitions of key words that maintain focus. That's a key strategy for maintaining focus throughout your work. If the key words aren't repeated, it's a sign that you might be breaking up focus and trailing off on tangents that may or may not be relevant. It's also important to identify cause and effect that the authors have used, because cause and effect is so important to technical communication, talking about what problems that, or what the impact of problems are, talking about the impact of the device, the cause-effect relationship between a certain function, and how it adds value to somebody's work in the field. Sometimes you might identify cause and effect, but it's really insufficiently explained, and so you might ask for examples or explanations. Identifying good use of complete citations. The author should include a signal phrase that includes the author's credibility, as well as ending the paraphrase with proper citation. So go ahead and look through all of these. Like I said, I have 32 examples here, and just to demonstrate, how many comments you can make, all 32 are based on one paragraph. And that's just to sort of heighten your awareness of what the potential of this exercise really is. I know some people do struggle with coming up with enough to say about what they're reading. And I just encourage you to review this material and get a broad sense of what the opportunities are and how you might be able to help your teammates create excellent work.